as we're here, like always, we got the Korn Cold. I'm kind of excited to hear this whole thing through. I heard the opening. I was like, this is pretty different, and I want to make a video out of this. Not a video where I've already listened to it before, because I'm kind of going back through some of my favorite songs and bringing them up and reacting to them or showing the people. But with that, let's just get into it. Check it out. See what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. What is it saying, dude?
Cold inside, lying deep, the father of hate. This nightmare I can never escape. The broken in flames, they call out my name. They dance in my dreams while I scream out in pain. I'm on my way, this is the day. This is the time to break it down. Get out my way, nothing can stay. This is the time to break it down.
Really good trying to play.
Alone away with the craving, I watch my step, I'm calculating on how I'm taking this motherfucker down, 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 down. I don't know what I am thinking. Sometimes I feel like I am sinking into the ground I'll call my grave. Cold inside, lying deep, the father of hate. The endless nightmare I can never escape. I'm on my way, this is the day. This is the time to break it down. Get out my way, nothing can stay. This is the time to break it down. Break it down. I'm on my way, this is the day. This is the time to break it down. Get out my way, nothing can stay. This is the time to break it down. I'm on my way, this is the day. This is the time to break it down. Get out my way, nothing can stay. This is the time to break it down. Cover me, discover me. They make it feel like I'm a step away from doing it. I'm doing it. I'm taking with stuff I can't get through it. They cover me, discover me. They make it feel like I'm a step away from doing it. I'm doing it. I'm taking with stuff I can't get through it.
Dude, I'm gonna go watch other reactions of this song because I want to hear other people's comments so bad now. Like that one Ghost Phantom with the scepter. It reminds me of like either some old game or like some Scooby Doo villain. Yeah, like I'll say that I've listened to a chunk of Korn songs before, but also when I was a lot younger, I was not the type of kid to go through an album. I didn't want to listen to the work of any band. I wanted just what was the best, right? Like when I was a kid, I didn't listen to all the AC/DC songs. I listened to Back in Black, Razor's Edge, For Those About to Rock. I didn't really like the Betty or whatever, Betsy. I hate that song actually, but Thunderstruck. but a lot of Highway to Hell. But there's a lot of the other ones that I didn't listen to, and there still actually has some songs from AC/DC that I've never actually heard before. And the same with Korn. If they've done a song with this style before, I've actually never heard it. This for me, and I've listened to dozens maybe of songs from them. Maybe it's more of their popular stuff. Maybe it's the stuff that you see on the radio play. I don't know what I've actually listened to or what it's considered. If it's just like, I don't think I've really listened to the featured songs in just that. I'll listen to some other stuff, but maybe I do tend to maybe gravitate to those songs because they're going to be good. But this style of song I've never heard from them before, and it was really good. The beginning, when he did the cleans after the dirties, it was like the vocals. I was like, dude, this is like, it's just it was weird pacing, and I liked it. But then the rest of the song, it just flowed together so much better. We just did the Can You Hear Me song. I give that song and that music video combined an 11 out of 10. Easy. I give this 10 out of 10. These songs are freaking great. It's hard to kind of express emotion because I just woke up. I got to go to work and I have to do these videos kind of quick. But, dude, like, this song was really good, man. Like, oh, man, I'm really happy that I didn't fully listen to the song. I got to the part, I listened to the dirties in the beginning, and then I got to the clean part, and I'm like, dude, what's this song all about? And I stopped it. I'm like, we're gonna do a video about this. But I've never, oh man, it was really good. I'm just really excited to be like, the way he was like, so the beginning clean vocals, it was like more like he was talking in like a weird rhythmic pattern, but the ending is like, I don't even actually know the lyrics, but he was like let's say it was For My World or whatever he was saying. You could just, he was singing it, which he can sing, but I forgot that he could sing because he was doing the dirties, and then he was doing like this talking segment like early in the beginning. It was singing, but it was it was a weird format for me. Like, let's just listen to it real quick. Hold on. So
In a state of concentration.
This is, I guess, you can consider this classic Korn. I've heard this before. I've heard this in other songs.
I'm gonna knock this motherfucker down.
Right. Maybe not so much, but it's a familiar style. Maybe not to the exact that he's actually saying just like this before, but it's a familiar style that it's like, yeah, I can see that on a different song. I just can't think of the song what it might have been on. I can't talk. This part. Like, I know they've done stuff like that, but for whatever reason in this song, that doesn't really feel like super classic Korn. That seems like every band in the world, singing, right? Korn always has a unique style to when they sing. Maybe it's yelling. Maybe the singing is a little bit more like it was in the beginning of the song over, down there. I can't do this. Okay. But this part, this singing, which again, we might have heard in other Korn songs, but this seems like, I don't want to say it's like basic or generic. That's not what I mean. But because it is less, I feel, of their style, it's more interesting, right? It's like, this is how every band sings, right? They sing. They do something. Korn just does some crazy shit that we love, right? And now that he's doing this. Like, I feel like I can hear a multitude of bands that I've liked, whether it's heavy metal or screamo or whatever. They've implemented a vocal that sounds similar to that, right? And I don't really get that feeling when I listen to Korn. When I listen to Korn, I go, this is their style, and I never hear anybody else imitating it or trying to, And so when I hear Korn do something that seems a little bit more on the mainstream side of vocals, I'm like, dude, that's really sick. That's really cool that he did something that was so simple, but it sounded so good in their way. It's like a band that's just done things their own way for so long, then does things what could be an easy way, and you're like, bro, that sounded really good. You make easy sound good. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to, I hope you understand what I'm saying. And like, I'm saying a bunch of different things and my head itches for some reason. But I guess, like, in general, the way they sound right there, have we heard that before? It's a good possibility, and it's probably in some of the songs that we really love as a chorus, maybe like this is, but it's not something that instantly reminds me of a song. I can't think of a song that we hear that plain talk or the simple singing in, although I know it's there. But maybe it's compared with the music that seems so kind of bizarre, or how the pacing of the song's going that makes this simple singing kind of, I don't know, become the focus, because the song is just so weird. Because we're hearing things, or I'm hearing things that I haven't really recognized or that they haven't done before, and yeah, it's really good. Like they're still doing it. Korn, the lead singer, always has like that vocal laid on vocal kind of thing, like how Ozzy Osbourne kind of does it, and I always like that sound. And he's done stuff that doesn't do that. But like this, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's sang like that before. Like maybe we've heard this tone of him singing before, but the chorus is like. So he says he sings a whole chorus, right, of this normal singing, and we may have heard him use the same tone before, but there's always some crazy thing going on, I think, when he's singing, whether it's he implements some weird beatbox thing, let's say, or the band's doing something crazy, or there's some crazy sound effect going on. Like we hear the drums going like hardcore, and we hear him singing. There's not some craziness that's, that we're hearing, like as far as some weird sound. It's pretty straightforward, I think, is what I'm hearing. Like maybe they've done that before and I haven't noticed it, but I also don't listen to a lot of the music on my personal time as if I'm going to break it down and react to it, So maybe I've just missed it. But for this specifically, it's like, yeah, he sings like he's just generally singing, and they don't have some weird sound effects, some scream, some DJ bullshit, some EDM something, nothing flaring up somewhere, or it being remixed, or he's doing something with his voice in the middle of him singing. It's just a solid chunk of him singing. Sounds really good, and the song came out really great. Hearing the singing, hearing the yelling, the cleans, the dirties, and everything in between. The music video is really cool. The visualizer is what it's called, I think. All that stuff. It's all really good, and it came together to be a great song. But with that, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. See you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.